good morning and welcome to Manic Fishing. So I've got a mic set up down here today, so maybe a little bit of a better sound. I'm just waiting for this tide to move round. Right, so I've got myself all set up. So what I'm going to do is I'm bang on the mark here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to hold on, let's just adjust here a bit. I'm going to go down with one tote rod. I know there's mackerel. I could have got some fresh mackerel, but I bought just 5 or 6. So I'm going to go down with one rod, but I'm going to put a 2 pound lead and I'm going to fish it up the front so it's out the way. If we get something, we get something. If not, we don't. It don't really matter. I'm going to go down with the up tide and 3, if I can get away with it, downtide rods. If it gets a 1 up tide, 3 downtide. If it gets a bit hectic, we'll get them in. We got fresh harbour crabs here, which I'll get out with the gloves, and I'll show you how we do it. Right, these are angry. I've got quite a few, but I think John's going to come and take a few. Look at these little bad boys. I don't know if you can see them. And I've actually put a reducer in my crab pot, so I only get, come out, you bite you. I only get the small ones, well, the smallish ones, the size you want them. And you've got to wear gloves because these are literally nippers. They're little buggers. So let's get the upside one up first. And I've seen an absolute beauty in here. That looks the one for me, which is you. Come here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do the third leg again. Take the third leg off and go in through that socket. It's trying to bite me already. Right, so this is this Malcolm's one? Yep. This is Malcolm's lead. So literally all I'm doing is going in through that socket, if it'll allow me, and then up and just coming out of that shell. All you want to do is just so that barb just comes out that shell, and then you won't lose him, and it'll hook the fish. A bit awkward. That's it. Colour, he's bit me. Right, so that's him. So let's get this uptight one out first. As I say, I may be playing with too many rods today, but we'll see how it goes. And I'm not going to let's make sure we're holding lovely. And I'm not going to mess about with the, just make sure my clutch is set reasonable. I'm not going to mess about too much with this tote one. I'm not really bothered. I'm just after smoothies today, really. Right, let's get this one out. So we've only just started moving, really. It's a perfect tide actually, so I should get away. I've got 8 ounce leads on the other ones, on the down tide rods, so we shouldn't be too bad. We're in 56 foot of water, so we're not in a great deal of water. Should work lovely. Last time I snapped my tip, if you remember rightly. I don't want to do that today. Right, let's try and get this one so it's out the way somewhere. Put this one here. Well, what I'll do now, I'm going to set the tote one up, and let's get that one out the way. So this is the tote one. Now look, I've got a massive big old 2 pounder lead on here, but I don't want it to, there's no need for this really, but I don't want it to tangle with any of my other lines. I've got a Sakuma, it's like circle hook, but I think they're called octopus hooks. I love them. I'm not a massive fan of circles. I had trouble last year unhooking a tote and I swore I'd never use them, but these ones seem to be a bit better. But I suppose it's, horses for courses really. Right, let's get this mackerel out. So I've got a couple of bags this morning from the angler's den. What I'm going to do, I'm going to go down with the big bad boy. Let's go down with the Joey. Look, these are nice little size ones. So let's, because if the tope, they tend to follow these smooth hounds around because they're waiting. A defence mechanism with smooth hounds is when they get stressed or when they get caught, they will spit their pups, and then brutally the old tope are there to munch them. So straight through its head, through that, for that strong bit of his bony bit of his head. So that's it there, and let's get this one right out of the way. This is a heavy rod. This one. This is 30 to 50. This one. So this is one I normally use, but the reel on it is so hardcore. It's a big old. So I'm going to make sure. I'm going to have it on ratchet anyway. So I'm going to try and flick this one and keep it out of the way of all the other ones. So we'll just flick that up the boat. We're just going to literally put it on ratchet. Hopefully it'll just stay down the side here. And if we pick a tope up, we pick a tope up. Simple as that. So let's get it on ratchet. That's it. And all I'm going to do is I'm literally just going to lay this one. I'll get myself organised in a minute. Just going to lay that one down there, and then if the tope goes, we'll hear the ratchet go, and then we'll decide what we're going to do. Right, let's get some of these other ones down. These crabs are looking pretty nervous. They don't want to go down. Right, so who's next? You. Right, so I've got this one on a big old long trace, about a good 8-10 foot trace, because I want the old crab to creep around. You're the one for me. Come here. Try and hold him as best you can. Now what I do is I go in the back of this flap here, the way I normally do it with this one. Let's say these Sakuma hooks are strong, so as long as you can get that barb, that's it. So you get that barb through. Right, let's get this one down. Now that's this rod. Let's get this one out the back. And so I won't put this one this far out because it's got a big old 8 foot trace on it. So I just flick her down. And you don't fish for you don't fish smooth hounds on ratchet. They literally will look themselves. So I think we'll put this one here. Make sure my clutch is set about right. That's it. You want them to take line, but not to strip you. Right, that's that one. That's the uptide one. We're going to fish that to the clock. This one. Right, let's get this other one down. This one here has got a muppet on it. Let's just try. See how it goes. Right, you're the one for me. Now this one I'll do the third claw again, through its socket, out through its back. So hard, the shells. You want a nice strong hook. That's it. Oh, that's like, oh look, he's bit me. So that's like that. Right, let's get that one this side. Get off. That's down with an 8-ounce lead. What I'll do is I'll flick this one out so we get it away from the boat a bit. That didn't cast very well, did it? But there you go. Right. That one's there. That's what we want to hear, that old tope rod fly off. Oh, we've got 2. Let's put the third one out. I mean, I might be tempted fate here, but let's put 3 out. Let's have a go. I ain't well, actually I haven't set this rod up, so I don't think I will. Let's just leave this one as a spare. So I'll put this one up the side here, and we'll have this one as a spare. And let's try not to lose a 360 over the back. I've made sure it's pretty clicked down. So yeah, all the baits are set. As I said, the tope one really is just a trial and error really, if they're there. I've got my bait dropper there. Look at Skip, look, he loves them. They're his little friends. He loves them crabs. I'm going to put that lid on there because it'll stop him being so nosy. I like one to get him on the nose, I'll be honest, or on the ear. That soon shut him up. Right, let's get myself prepared, and fingers crossed. So I'm not using the landing net today. My mate Steve Aarons, does a good mate of mine, has put me a little catch here. So look, boom. So we'll just pull them up through the swim deck, hopefully, if we get any. Just get this rope out of the way. Right, so we're fishing to the clock with this one, so we've got about another 10-15 minutes, say, with that one. And hopefully we'll hit a couple of smooth hounds. That's the plan. The beauty of fishing with crab is really and truthfully all you're going to get is smooth hounds. You're not going to get dogfish. Well, we hope not anyway. I think I'm getting my lure rods out ready. I think I'm going to have to try and salvage the day with catching myself a wrasse or a bass. So let's get these rods out ready. Right, let's get the anchor in and I'll try and salvage the day for you. See if we can get a wrasse. Right, I'm going to go down with my little drift one, a little mackerel colour one, because there was mackerel on there this morning, so it's showing fish already. Straight in already. You believe that? That's mackerel, I think. But there you go. So we're going to keep these because I keep buying them. So it's silly, isn't it? Keep buying the bloody things and another one. So if that's the case, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my big, I'm going to get the old Skip, he loves it. Get down, Skip, come on, because you're going to hurt yourself and hurt me with these hooks. What I'm going to do, I'm going to get my big set of feathers down there. If there's loads of them down there, let's collect some bait while I'm messing about, because I desperately need it. There you go. So leave them down there, and then what they do, they're like lemons, they'll all catch on. So we've got two here. Lovely little joey ones. Skip, give it here. No. Come here. Put it here. No, you get out of it. Come out, you. So straight away, what you do is you just leave him down there. They just jump on. Skip, get down. Well, it didn't really want to be a mackerel video, but at the end of the day, we caught more fish in 3 minutes than we have all day. Perfect live bait size. There you go, straight into him again. Well, I'm gathering bait anyway. That's one way of looking at it. So we nearly got full house there. I've got to take him off a bit careful because he's a little bugger, isn't he? Come here. Take him off one at a time. See, these would be perfect for my baits. 6 that time. Skip. Out. There you go. Like a commercial man, aren't I? As soon as that hits the bottom, look, they're there again. He had to get one, didn't he? Oh, Pip's not even interested in them. You leave him alone. Wait, out of it, you. Come here. Oh, we do. We just tie this here. I'll go down with a slow pitch. If it starts to knock about, and we know we've got a few more. Because where there's mackerel, I mean, I could put one of these straight down as a live bait, but I've still got the feathers down. Well, that was handy, wasn't it? Mackerel frenzy. I want a wrasse, really. Or a bass. Skip's going crazy. Loving it. Let's get a nice big fat ballon, that's what I want. What I'm going to do, I'm going to push myself into the middle because I'm not interested in, well, I am interested in mackerel for bait, but I'm more interested in trying to hit these wrasse. We're hardly moving, we're virtually slack water. Get into the wrasse central. Just pushed us in a bit. There you go, but that's only mackerel. I don't know, it feels a little bit better. That's a better mackerel. I think it's just let go. It's a shame, I think it might have been a little bass. They're just Joey mackerel. Oh. Still, at least I'll get some bait. Yeah, the sounder's alive with them. And that grey bass boat over there, that's what he's after. That's perfect for him, for them live baits. I mean, these bass have got to be chasing these, without a doubt. I want a wrasse, really. I want to try and get into this wrasse hole. There's like a little hole here. Well, that's where I want to be. Very small hooks on these jigs, but super sharp. It wasn't very big. And this feels like a mackerel. Feels a little bit better. Oh, I've caught my bloody, caught all my the gear here. So I'm going to keep him as well because they're all bait. That. So what I do is, where's that commercial boat? I don't want to get in that commercial guy's way. But I want to. Oh, there you go. That's mackerel. Unfortunately, well, it's not unfortunate, is it? It's all right, you know. At least you're. But I'm going to keep him because they're bait. That's bait, mate. So you could shut them down as live bait and snarl them bass, I should think. I don't fish live baits. You know, my whole idea of lure fishing is to cheat. You know, to cheat them. You know, they're. I forget them boys are doing it for a living, but I like to be able to cheat the fish. There's probably no doubt about it. You will catch bigger bass, I should think. Well, definitely on live baits than you will on a jig. But it's just nice to get one. So that feels a better pouting. Oh, I don't know. So that making a little bit of line. I should think it's just a jumbo mackerel, feels mackerel-y, or a schoolie bass. Ah, right, that's great. That's what I want. That's what I want. So this is what I want. Get down, Skip. This is what I want. See, these I like these, you know. And what you do is. You smack it back. I told you we were in the wrestle. Only a little one, but it's a belly flopping. Oops, not quite hit him on the head on the side, but belly flop him and he'll go back. What I'm doing is I've got the bow arm off and I've just got my thumb on the spool. So I'm just making sure what I'm trying to do is literally just tip that slow jig just on that reef without catching it, just to annoy these wrasse. Oh blimey, one Instagram picture, eh? What these boys will be doing, they'll be getting their live baits and they'll be hitting up their head there and fishing live baits for bass. I may do it one time. I think maybe with a float, you know, one of these I quite fancy trying these, I think they're called bombarders, or bombard them. You know, you can trot a bait down with it. Never really done a lot of float fishing or anything like that, but yeah, it's all learning curve. Now this is an area where I do fish for bass. Well, I did a massive great turn right the way around him, just so I didn't get in his way. And I was nowhere near the reef, but just coming onto this ground now. Virtually, we're just doing a knot of tide. There you go. That's mackerel, I think. It's a little joey. A little bass. Well, there was another one swimming up behind there. So a little bass, which is nice. There you go. So there is bass here. That's why these commercial are here. That's it. And obviously they're chasing the joey, so this little jig I'm using is perfect. It perfectly mimics them, and as I said, this area here is where I get bass. You know, if I'm drifting, this is the perfect drift place, you know, for me. Yeah. Is that the reef? That's the bloody reef. Sometimes you can bounce it out, sometimes you can't. Today I can't. I've lost that bugger. Tell you what I'd do. Let's go down with this. Let's go down with this nice light rod. Let's put this little, this is a little sparkly drift, and it's a weedless, so it's not gonna snag very, you know, won't snag as easy. You can literally lay this one on the bottom, see, because, oh look, I had a grab then. Because it's weedless, it's not gonna catch as easy, you know. There's that other bass boat, there he is behind me. Got one in front of me and one behind me. They're moving in. So I could probably get away with a real nice wide slow jig. I think you'll find they're at the start of this reef, but I don't want to go back round because there's a commercial guy behind me and I don't want to you know, if he's catching, I don't want to ruin his you know, make noise around him. He's all right, that one as well. I think that's Dave. Not sure. Let's get this one in. Try this slow jig. Oh, it's got a white one. That blow up lovely. That. There you go. I think that's just a mackerel. Oh. Yeah, a little power. Let's check. That little thing I got on now, that will almost show up a greeny white colour in the water with the UV. There you go. So I don't think it's a granddad. We're virtually coming to the end of it, but this is where you'll look like a little riptide in a minute. I think I'll get the R4 lock and then I can get it with John. You know, let's see what the time is. Well, I've got to go soon then. It's only going to take me 10 minutes to bomb in, but I'll get the R4 lock, same as John. Be good fun. All in there together. This last time, sit down with a slow jig. When this fish is good, this reef, it really fishes good. But it hasn't been great for a long, you know, for quite a while, and then all of a sudden it'll turn on, you know. Hey Skip. You were a good boy. You're getting all excited, weren't you? You can't have them fish. Oh, Pip, when she was a pup, she used to be like that. Just chilling now. So I haven't got my bed in there. She's just laying on a blanket because I've got a woman who done my cabin cushions. She's doing the bunk for me, and then I'm going to get the captain's chair done. Why not get it all done? Just coming to this gully part here. Yep. It doesn't feel very big. I think it's just a pouting. Spinning pouting.
Hello Mark, you alright mate?
Yeah, you're going to get the $4:30?
No, I'm getting from 5 o'clock.
Oh, are you? Okay. I'm
Yeah, so you're right.
yeah, there's fucking thousands of Joeys on the horse.
Oh yeah, loads man. There's
Fucking
loads of
thousands.
fish.
Honestly, I had the hand line down and it was I was going to get in the same lock as you, but I don't really want to stay out till 5.
No, you're right mate. No, I promised it's nice till 5, so.
Okay. Do you what about these crabs?
Are you back tomorrow, Mark?
Yeah, you fishing tomorrow?
Yeah.
Yeah, or I can I could give them to Malcolm if you want.
Yeah, I mean, it's no. I'll pull them back, Mark, actually, mate. Pull them back.
Yeah?
Yeah, I don't think there's enough smoothies about at the moment to go. We've got a day. No, I don't think there's loads about.
No. I mean, I've lost a nice bass, and I've had a okay one, and and a ballon, but you know, like this is all in like 10 minutes of coming here. But I'm aware. I've got, I think it's Dave. I've got the grey one side of me, and you're on tenterhooks a little bit. You know what I mean? You think?
Well, yeah. I mean, it's like Simon said this morning. The commercials are anchored there. I mean, well, why would they come out and say daft anchored? And I said, well, the best bass people over at Newgate here was Rory and his wife Heather.
Yeah.
And they were commercial bassers, and they always anchored the horse.
Yeah.
So that's all they did.
Yeah.
They anchored the horse. And
Well, same as CJ. He anchors the
yeah.
you know, but yeah, I mean, I'm being mindful, but I'm having to go miles out of my way to go round him where I would scoot through, you know, just being a little bit respectful. I can see Simon in front of me here, but is he getting the R4?
Well, Anthony's getting the half 4. I think Simon will be doing that as well.
All right, okay. Well, I'll bob in a minute. I'm only at the auto, only take me 10 minutes. But all right then, mate. I'll let them go then, and I'll give you a call. I guess call later or something.
Yeah, we'll do it, Mark.
Yeah. All right, mate. See you later. Well, I think I'm going to head in because I can see Deep Blue heading in as well. So I think I'm going to bomb in, get the lock. John's staying out till 5. I'm not going to stay out till 5. Listen, totally different video than what it was supposed to be, but thanks very much for watching. Sorry we didn't get any smooth hounds, but look, let's do a nice thing and let's let these babies go, because you know they deserve it, don't they? They've had a hard day. So there's quite a few there, and we got some nice mackerel. So we got some bait. So anyway, thanks very much for watching Manic Fishing. See you on the next one.